I'm actually really hungry right now.
Oh, you want a banana?
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
So,
Thanks.
fun fact, that banana I'm eating is a clone. Domestic bananas randomly lost the ability to reproduce. So farmers in the Stone Age either used cloning or cutting and replanting to grow the same bananas that we're holding right now. Each banana you get from the grocery store is a genetic clone of a previous generation of whole bananas.
Oh wow, how does that work?
So there was a random mutation that made bananas more edible yet sterile. So its genes have not been able to change much over millions of years. So that's why farmers have adopted the cloning and cutting technique. But we do see genetically modified organisms in the world today called GMOs.
Oh, I've never heard of a GMO. What is that?
Oh yeah, so a GMO is a genetically modified organism whose DNA has been modified through genetic engineering. So for example, scientists can say that to do this by isolating a gene with a desired trait and then inserting it into the genome of another organism.
You said something about genes. What are those?
Oh, so a gene includes traits that are transferred from parents to offspring, and those include things like eye or hair color. Take a look at corn, for example. Scientists have inserted the Bt gene into the DNA of plants, which gives the corn an insect-resistant trait. The scientists grow these new corn into the laboratory to make sure that the desired trait is adopted successfully. Just like these apples here, the organic one is not as shiny as the GMO one.
Oh, this is very interesting.
I know, right? However, the process of getting these kinds of apples to marketplace takes several years.
So what's so good about these GMOs?
Well, since some GMOs make some crops pretty insect resistant, there would be less use of pesticides, crops would become more tasty and nutritious, and we could even have an increase in crop yield.
That sounds great, but are there any downsides to this kind of technology?
Actually, yes. GMOs do pose a risk. They risk contaminating the natural ecosystem because the GMO seeds may crossbreed with other plants, and they also pose the danger of creating a superbug. But that could be solved by moving away from monoculture farming. What's up, Jacob?
What's up?
Another one of yogurt?
Of course.
Oh, thanks.
So I was just stopping like by the grocery store, and they were like really cheap. Do you know why they're like cheaper than organic yogurts?
Thanks for bringing him in. I think I learned once in college that the scientists have been able to genetically modify the bacteria that you use to make yogurt and make them over 7,000 times more efficient. So that's probably why they're so cheap.
Wow, no wonder. Do they do that to other animals too?
Yes, of course, the famous example being Dolly the cloned sheep. She was cloned back in 1996 when some scientists took some mammary gland cells and converted them back into essentially a fertilized cell, let it grow a little bit into an embryo, and then implanted it into another sheep.
Thanks. So this is like really exciting stuff. So what other things could be genetically modified?
While in healthcare, GMOs are used to create medicine and vaccines to treat and prevent diseases. For instance, for the COVID vaccine, it was created using similar techniques used to make GMOs. GMOs can also be used to reduce the cost of compounds such as insulin and painkillers.
Wow, that's very cool, David. Thanks for telling me all this. Just over a cup of yogurt, I learned so much.